Skill Builder: what you need to know about long division using the partial quotients algorithm. In partial quotients division, it takes several steps to find the quotient. And at each step, you will find a partial answer, which we call the partial quotient. Even those students whose basic facts knowledge and estimation skills are limited can find correct answers using this common sense approach. And in the process, students quickly discover that the better their estimates, the fewer the steps. With this method of dividing, you will make mental estimates, and it may be helpful to make a list of multiplication facts for the divisor. Now in this sample, you will divide 654 divided by 6. So here are the basic multiplication facts for the divisor of 6. Now before we start, let's think about multiples of 6. Ask yourself, how many groups of 6 are in 654? Well, since 654 is a 3-digit number, let's see if we could start out with 6 groups of 100. Will that work? Do you have enough in the den for 6 times 100? Sure, because that only gives us 600. And when you subtract, you can see that you still have 54 left in the den. Now ask yourself, how many groups of 6 are in 54? If you look at the list of facts, you will notice that 6 times 9 equals 54. So let's go ahead and multiply 6 times 9, and then place 54 in the den, and subtract, which leaves us 0. Now go ahead and take a look at our two partial quotients. We have 100 and we have 9, and when you add them together, that gives you a total of 109. So 654 divided by 6 equals 109. When dividing, sometimes the dividend cannot be divided exactly into the number of groups based on the divisor. When that happens, you're left with the remainder. So let's start with 393 and divide it by 8. So once again, let's go ahead and place the basic facts for 8. What you need to ask yourself is how many groups of 8 are there that will get me close to 393 without going over? Well, since 8 times 4 equals 32, you can think of 8 groups of 40, which equals 320. And ask yourself, will that work? Sure, because once you subtract, you can see that you're still left with 73 in the den. Now ask yourself, how many groups of 8 are there that will get me close to 73 without going over? And if you look at the list of facts, you will notice that 8 times 9 equals 72. And once you put 72 in the den and subtract, you will notice that there's a remainder of 1. So go ahead and circle the partial quotients. We have 40 and we have 9. And when we add them together, that gives us a total of 49. And we still have that remainder of 1. So 393 divided by 8 equals 49, remainder 1. So in conclusion, in this video, you learned how to use the partial quotients method for long division. As you can see, division is a series of steps that include making mental estimates, multiplication, and subtraction.